What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS 3 Raw TV. After the NPC Maryland States East Coast Classic this weekend, I got a lot of questions while I was there, and I think that I think it's because GFD Labs was actually a sponsor of that show, and people are starting to see it pop up at the different NPC shows. They're curious. They're like, Jerry, well, how the fuck did you do this? Like, how did you grow this to this point? It's like only been like a couple of months. Well, okay, let's back up. First of all, GFD Labs is a very small small company right now, right? It's basically one person, which is me. I take on all the responsibility myself. Even Aaron's like, let me help you pack stuff. And I'm like, no, let me do it. I'll get it all done. I'll do it all myself. We'll back up. So when I left Primeval Labs, I had a couple options. And what I could have done is taken out a loan for like about $200,000, $250,000. As long as you get the collateral, they'll give you the loan. And basically launch an entire line. Right? Put out like 10 products and get a warehouse and an office and all that stuff. But here's the problem. You're paying on a loan for $250,000. Now, how fast do you think you're going to pay that loan off? So basically, you're not making any profit. And many small businesses, when they start, the problem is they go into debt to begin with too far that they can't get themselves out of. So now what happens is a lot of times they take out another loan to try to get out of that debt. And all of a sudden, like if you ever watch Shark Tank, which actually is a very educational show. Like I've learned a lot watching Shark Tank, believe it or not. Where you see these people that show up, they're like, yeah, well, we're $2 million in debt. We're asking for $300,000 for like a certain percentage. You're like, you're $2 million in debt. Like you're not even making money. Like this doesn't make any fucking sense. So right off the bat, I knew the loan was out. Like I'm not going to do that. I need to start small. And this was actually Rich Piana's idea on how to do this. And also the owner of Primeval kind of, explained this to me too a couple times, where you basically start out small and build it out. Like that's how you do it. You don't start out trying to launch this giant company because you're in debt. Like if you're in debt, it takes you a while to get out of debt. If you even get out of debt for some reason, if your products don't do well or something happens where you're not going to be able to pay that off, you didn't not only make money, but you're basically out of that money. So what I did was took my own money, no investors, no partners, nothing. I took my own money, put it right into the company, ordered the products, started developing the products, etc. And then we had like a lag time between when I started the company and when the products actually came in. Well, that lag time gave me a period of time to prepare, to learn. Because I've never done this before, right? I've seen it done before, and I learned a lot through Primeval, and Rich Piana had helped me out before, and I was like, well, how the hell am I going to do this? So basically, through that period of time, I had to learn logistics, shipping, customer service, how all this thing, like how the products get from manufacturing here, where I'm going to store them, how I'm going to ship them, how we use PayPal to actually do the actual labels and stuff. Get a label maker because at first I was like, maybe I'll just handwrite all the boxes, right? What the hell? But then I started thinking, I was like, well, if you're handwriting all the boxes and then you got to bring them to the post office, right? Well, what if you get 100 orders? You can't fit those in your car, like multiple trips, like all these things are going through my head. And then, I started taking little pieces here and there. Like I started just observing what was going on around me with these other companies. And I watched Jay Cutler's video where Victor was printing out the labels. And I was like, oh, there's a fucking printer that does that. I'm not gonna have to do it on my regular printer and then cut the labels out and tape them on the boxes. Like I didn't know, right? I've never done it, so I don't know. There's nobody helping me with it. I got a little bit of advice from people here and there, but I didn't know what to do. So it was that lag time or that period of time when the products finally came in, I was good to go and I knew what I was doing, but also it's a learning process. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna fail, you're gonna make mistakes and you learn from them and you recreate things and you find systems, and now we get the systems in place. What you guys are gonna see here tonight, because I got plenty of people actually asking me about how did you do this in such a short period of time? Well, here's the thing. It took me 25 years to get to the point where I could do this, but basically, I wanted to keep it small. I wanted to learn all the systems. Right now we're in the UK at supplement-shop.co.uk. So we're out there right now, and they also ship to Canada. So now we're in Canada and the UK and Europe because of them. So we're in America. Also there, we're in the brick and mortar stores like Sage Nutrition up in Massachusetts. And that was all within a month's time. And then we came out with the BMR4, which literally just came in stock. Like we sold out of this within 2 weeks. Today, we've been back on sale one day, and we sold through about a third of the stock today already in one day. It was 18 hours we sold through that. That's even faster than the original one that we sold through in 2 weeks. So the thing was, how are you doing this? That's a question I keep getting. How are you doing this? Well, number one, it's very close to my heart and I'm very passionate about it, right? So therefore, I put all my effort into this. And it's just me. So either it's going to sink or swim, and that's going to be based on me and not anybody else. If this fails, I only have myself to blame. So therefore, I'm putting everything, all my energy into it. So think about everything you would put into a bodybuilding competition. That's what I'm doing right now. So you guys are going to see basically what I go through right now. But the idea is to keep it small, keep it controlled. Because if this grows too fast and gets out of control, you very well could wind up losing everything if you can't keep things to where it can be controlled. And my idea was, I could have literally taken that $250,000 loan, got the storage place, got the office, hired people to do the work for me. But I was like, you know what? I need to know how to do this. Like, I need to learn systems. I need to create my own systems so that when something goes wrong with the company, when I finally have people working for me, I can troubleshoot that stuff and do it. Like, I don't have to figure out, I have no idea. What are we going to do now? Okay, we're fucked. I can't, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to be able to say, okay, I know how to ship it. I know how to get it out there. I know how to pack it. I know what boxes we need. Like, you need to know what type of boxes, what size envelopes. You need to know how the labels go on them, like how to get USPS to pick them up. I thought I was going to be driving to the post office every day mailing these things. I didn't even know USPS comes to your house and picks them up. Like, I know now my mailman, what happens is he comes to pick them up. I leave him at the front door for him. He comes, picks everything up. I leave him a water because it's hot as fuck outside. And he comes up, knocks on the door. He's like, Jerry, you're all set, man. I got the water. Thanks, man. Like, you build up this relationship with the mailman. So now he knows you. He knows the packages that are coming in and stuff. And, there was, when I first shipped, the first shipment, I got a bunch of stuff back. It was something wrong with the shipping on them because I picked the wrong thing on the shipping. And I was like, fuck, I had to redo all the labels, cancel all the other labels. Like, you're learning how to do this stuff as you go. And I think that, regardless if somebody teaches you stuff, it's a different company than what someone else has. I'm doing it a different way. I'm doing it my own way. So therefore, I have to develop my own systems. I have to develop my own way. I have to learn it all so that, basically I can run the company when it's time to sit back and run it. So without further ado, guys, hopefully this will help you guys who are thinking about doing something like this, or just wondering about it, or hopefully maybe, it'll inspire you to say, I'm tired of working for someone else and making them rich. I want to do it for myself. I have a vision, I have a goal, I have a dream. I want to do it for myself. And believe me, guys, if I can do this shit, you can do this shit. Rich Piana told me flat out years ago when I was leaving 5% and going to Primeval, he was like, literally start out with one product. He told me to do a pre-workout, right? But you guys know me, I'm not going to do what everybody else does. Start with a pre, sell all the pre, take the profit from that, put that in the bank, take the money that was basically you invested in it, reinvest it again, sell that pre again. Then come out with another flavor, like slowly build it up like that. And that's what we're doing. We came out with the Perfect Post. We got the BMR4. We have the amino drink coming out next. And then we'll have different flavors of the Perfect Post coming out. And slowly we'll add products as we go along by not putting ourselves in debt, because literally we've already made money. We've already gone out of debt and we're not in debt anymore. We've made money from the first products that we put on the market. Now, it's not a lot of money, but still, for a company that literally is a month old, a month and a half old, we're in multiple countries. We're in mom and pop stores in the brick and mortars. We've already made money. We have products that are in demand that are selling out that people can't get enough of. Like, you can't ask for much more of that. And basically, it all started from having a good idea, believing in it, and starting out small. I mean, that's how it was done. So I'm going to walk you guys through some stuff right now. First of all, thank you guys for the inquiries. Thank you guys for the messages. Thank you guys that see me at the shows and stuff, that come up to me and ask me. I appreciate it that you guys are interested. And like I said, man, I'm the average guy just living out my dream, doing my thing. And I'll leave it with this so we can go on to the rest of the video. But there isn't anything more fulfilling than creating something from scratch and putting everything you have in it and watching it grow. Even if it's growing slowly or fast, it doesn't matter. Watching it grow and knowing like I'm doing it. I get up in the morning and I'm super happy to get out of bed because I can't wait to start my day because I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the biggest thing. I remember when I moved down here with my ex-girlfriend, we started working for these 2 new jobs. We basically didn't have anything. And after the first month, when all the bills came in, we paid all the bills and had enough to put in savings. I remember her saying to me, we did it. We're doing it. Right now, we're doing it. And she was happy. And I didn't know what she meant at the time, but I know now what she was talking about. Like, you're accomplishing your goals and you're doing it on your own and you're doing it your own way, which is, I feel, super important. So without further ado, guys, let's get this video started so you guys see what's going on with GFD Labs. And we are out. All right, guys, so this is my office, and you guys see me in here a lot. You actually see this is the backdrop. You see me sitting at the desk behind me. And what you guys can also see over here is the boxes and stuff. So for quite a while now, I've been running the clothing line, GFD Worldwide, out of my house, which has gotten to the point where now I can't handle it. There's too much going on, and I would like to stock more designs, but it's like we have this one design, which I haven't even dropped yet, which is the GFD Worldwide Anti-Bully Social Club, right? Haven't even been able to get up on the website yet. And at the same time, so you're stocking like one shirt, which you would have small, medium, large, extra large, 2XL. So you have 5 versions of that shirt that you have to keep in stock in the house. So if you have more than one shirt, you have 5 versions of that shirt. So you could have anywhere from 100 to 250, 350 shirts in your house per at a time if you have more than one design. I actually have the baseball hats, which also have not yet made it up on the website. The GFD baseball hats are made of polyester, so they're lightweight, so they're good to wear in the gym so that your head's not too hot. And literally all of this stuff is going to be shifted to a company that I'm working with, which will be able to stock everything there and do fulfillment. So we're going to have multiple designs, multiple styles. We got joggers coming out, shirts, t-shirts, stringers coming out, hats, shorts, like pretty much the whole clothing line. And we'll be able to do, you know, more pieces at once, so I wouldn't have to stock everything here. Now, of course, it takes a little bit of profit away from me because I'm working with another company. So now what happens is like you're splitting the profits, but at this point it gets to be worth it because you can't do everything yourself. Like I'm at the point where I can't do everything myself. And between the GFD Labs and GFD Worldwide, you can't stock everything at the house. There's just not enough room. Like you'd have to get a whole other place. So I was like, you know what? If they can do the fulfillment there, we'll just do everything there. We'll stock everything there. We'll run it through there. They'll do the shipping and everything. I'll still do the designs. I'll still do all the marketing and everything like that, but they will just do the fulfillment and stuff like that. So basically, the clothing line has kind of run out of this area of my office for quite some time now. All right, so see, these are some of the orders that came in today. So the BMR4 is back in stock, and we had a hell of a day today. Like literally, we sold through about a third of the stock in less than, it was about 18 hours. We sold through a third of the stock already. We just got it in, and most of it's flying out the door already. So basically what we do is we have this label printer here, which makes life a hell of a lot easier. And as you're printing the labels, I sit at the chair, print out the labels, and we have is just label after label after labels after labels, and this thing just continuously goes on and on and on and on and on. This is the orders from today. And then I print out the packing slips, which these are all the packing slips. And what I'll do is I will literally sit down and handwrite a note on every single one of these, which I was taught by Chris Cavallini of Nutrition Solutions, that to treat every customer like they're your only customer. So literally I will sit down and handwrite a note to every single person on these before they're shipped out. So I take the labels and the paper, or the shipping labels, and as well as the packing slips, and I take them downstairs to the garage where I begin actually packing the stuff myself by hand, and then each packing slip goes in the box, the label goes on the thing, and then I pack them all together, and then USPS I have them scheduled to come tomorrow. So actually here's a USPS schedule, and what I do is actually have them come pick it up tomorrow at about 11 a.m. they'll be here, and they pick it up and they just take everything away, and then it's on its way to you guys. So this roughly takes me to do this about an hour and a half to 2 hours roughly to do the labels as well as these, because you're doing each one by hand, entering them in the actual PayPal, which actually charges you the shipping and stuff too. They do the shipping labels and everything for you there, so you don't even have to go to the post office. You basically put in what the package weighs, the size of the package. It'll calculate everything. It'll charge you through PayPal, and then you can print the label out on the packing slip. Everything's good to go. So everything's kind of just done at this one place right here as far as the shipping labels and stuff like that goes. Now, after that happens, literally go downstairs and we'll take you down there and show you what's going on in the official GFD headquarters, which is our garage. But you know, for now, and right now we just launched in the UK. And another great thing is the same company that's in the UK ships to Canada. So they can get the stuff into Canada. So I don't have to have a separate company or something in Canada shipping in Canada. So literally supplement-shop.co.uk. I always get that one mixed up. Literally is shipping all to UK, Canada, Europe. They're good to go. So basically we are now in America, Canada, as well as the UK and different European countries. They're being shipped over there. So basically we've gone worldwide in about a month and a half since, I mean, for a while we didn't really have products, but since the products have been out, which is about a month now, we're worldwide. So that's super exciting, and we're going to continue to grow. We get the Perfect Postal Lead over there. The BMR4 is being sold strictly here for now. We get the amino drink coming out soon. That will be over there, but eventually we'll have everything available everywhere, which is the goal. But for now, it's literally hard enough just getting this done every day just for myself to do this. But let's take you guys downstairs and show you what's going on. All right, guys, actually, before we go downstairs, I started doing the signing. So, you see me here, I basically sit at the table, and I like to do it at that seat at the table. I don't know why. I'm just like a creature of habit. So I'll sign everything, and little notes and stuff, and if I recognize the person, like some of my clients buy them, some people from back home in Rhode Island buy stuff, if I recognize the person's name and actually know them, I'll actually write a little note to them. You know, I won't just put, thank you for the support, I appreciate it. I'll write something like, one of these I wrote, back to my friend back home, I was like, I hope all is well, man. See how your wife and stuff for me and everybody up there, It's really cool that you guys are up there doing your thing and you're still staying in shape and you're working hard. Like it's cool to have people that support you, and when the orders come in, you see the names. you're like, damn, that's pretty cool, that they're even paying attention to what I'm doing. And, I'll be able to help them lose weight or help them gain muscle or whatever the case may be. It's really fulfilling to help people out that you actually know that are coming to you for help, and you're able to help them, attain their goals, their fitness goals, no matter what they are. All right, now we head downstairs. So here's the garage. So basically, I have like a workstation set up. So I have the table that I bought. So basically, I bought all these things before the products actually came in. I got the banner and all that stuff. So what I do is basically take the envelope. So if it's going to be one BMR4, I'll take the envelope, or two BMR4s, I'll take the envelope, put the packing slip in, put the label on it, put the BMR4 in it, and then seal it up. And then once I'm done sealing it up, I take it and I put it over there on the little hand truck that you guys see behind me against the wall. And then I'll fill this thing up to a certain point where everything's not going to tip over and fall off, which, when the mail guy comes to pick it up, sometimes all the orders don't go out that day. They got to go out the next day because you can't fit everything on the hand truck. So I'll get like a certain amount done tonight, and then, I'll reschedule another pickup, and then they'll come like the next day. And as the orders come in, we just keep filling up the hand truck. And I'll show you guys later like how I kind of just bring the hand truck out there and leave it for them. But basically, this is what I'll wind up doing for a couple hours in the garage. So I got like 2 hours at the computer, then 2 hours down there. So it takes about 4 hours to get these things situated. Of course, you got to make sure that all the orders are correct. Here I'm packing up a box. Now, the couple different types of boxes, which I'll actually go over what these different boxes are in a few minutes. Like I'll show you guys basically the stock that I have. What I'll do is I'll find the packing slip, and the packing slip tells me what to put in there, obviously. So the packing slip I'll match up with the shipping label. And then what I'll do is I'll go over everything that they ordered, because everything is on the packing slip. And I'll make sure that I'm reading it correctly, because there are sometimes multiple products in one box. So this guy had 2 perfect posts and a BMR4. Now, here's the thing. If somebody buys 3 or more things, I'm usually going to throw something extra in that box, something that they're not expecting. So this time, what I have is the very first GFD Labs t-shirt. So not GFD Worldwide, not GFD, but GFD Labs, like specifically for the supplement company, which I'm not going to make a clothing line for the supplement company. It doesn't make any sense. But there are people that really support the clothing line that actually want, the clothing line, the supplement line that really want stuff that say Labs on it. So I'll put the shirt in here, like you can see there, and then I'll use the butcher paper. Now, 2 months ago, I didn't know what butcher paper was. Okay, basically it's a big roll of paper that you would get, like, your meat cut and stuff at the butcher, that they wrap the meat in before they give it to you. And that's what most people use, or exactly what I use, to fill the rest of the box up so things don't move around and bang around, so where you can, actually get broken. At that point, you're going to seal up the box. And again, make sure you seal up the box right, too. I actually filled up the box wrong once, and they brought it back to me because the tape actually broke. Like, you got to make sure you got enough tape on there to keep that thing sealed. Once you got it sealed up, then the label goes on there, which is, of course, the most important part, because without the right label, like if you put someone else's label on that instead of the right one, so you'll see me double checking again, then you put it on the hand truck. So when you see the bigger boxes, there's obviously multiple orders in there. So once I get it to where things are not going to fall over, I stop for the day, right? So now I'm going to show you kind of the workstation. I pull it right down this hallway. This is a tripod that I actually use to film that. I'll bring it down the hallway out that door over to the front door. So the envelopes, to pack the BMR4, you have the 8x8x6 boxes. That's for 1 perfect post, and you can fit a BMR4 in there. You have the 15x12x5 boxes, which are those right there. The butcher paper, okay, the bigger boxes, obviously you put a lot of stuff in. The butcher paper, there's multiple things of butcher paper so we don't run out. And that's pretty much how we roll with this at this point. We get the shaker bottles and stuff. So that's JFD Labs, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. And we are